And I'm back. And this video, this is for those of you who maybe are getting into property investing, or you've already started to get into property investing, but you're feeling a little bit stuck. You're not sure which way to go. You're not quite getting to where you want to be with property investing. So if this is you, then stick around, because I'm going to be revealing a lot of valuable information in this video. Some experiences from myself that have helped me to progress and scale my portfolio up to 8 properties, and hopefully be able to help you to do the same. Now seriously, so many people message me or DM me on a daily basis who want to invest in property, who have all the great intentions, but they feel stuck and they just can't seem to get going. They're not sure where to start or how to go about it. And pretty much 95% of these people never actually start and never will. And maybe you're one of these people currently stuck in this category. And if so, that's fine. Stick with me and hopefully I'll be able to help you out. And I'm also going to reveal the reason why you're feeling stuck and why you're not progressing with your property investing and the things that are probably holding you back. Now I'm going to share something that might come as a bit of a surprise to you, but having purchased 8 buy-to-let properties myself already, having bought dozens of properties for other investors, and being involved in property investing in the market for many, many years, I still get nervous when buying a property. I still have those butterflies in my stomach when the agent rings and says your offer's been accepted. I still have a few doubts and a few uncertainties with every property that I purchase. I still get anxious and all of these things flooding through my brain whenever we buy a new property. So this is absolutely normal, and it's something that doesn't go away. Yes, it gets a little bit easier as you get more experience, but in terms of having these doubts, having these feelings, these will always be there. And the main reason for this is you're making a big decision. You're exchanging large amounts of money. So whenever you do this, it's only natural to feel these feelings, to feel doubtful, to feel like you don't have the confidence to do it, or maybe you're doing something wrong. And this is one of the things that hold a lot of people back. Some people get these feelings in the very, very beginning before they even start to look at properties, when it comes to having to move funds around or get your company set up. A lot of the whole process at the beginning can feel a bit stressful and can be make you feel a bit anxious. So before I move on to the next stage of this video, just be aware that these feelings never actually go away. You just have to learn to live with them. You just have to learn to deal with them. Now, the big problem in the beginning is, before you have any properties, these feelings, these doubts are heightened, they're exaggerated. The simple reason is you've not done it before. Fear kicks in because you don't want to make mistakes. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to lose money. And here's one that'll get you. If you've ever bought a property before, the first doubt that comes into your mind after you get the offer accepted is, have I paid too much for that property, and why hasn't somebody else offered more than me? And am I doing the right thing? Here's why this happens. It's because you have less experience, which means you have less knowledge, which essentially equals more doubts. Now, the whole reason I'm putting this video together is to hopefully help you overcome these doubts, to give you that confidence, give you my bit of experience to help you overcome this and actually get started. So now I'm going to explain how you overcome this, how you overcome these doubts and fears to actually get started. Now, let me ask you this. What is it worth to you to be able to own, say, 5 or 6 properties? Ask yourself that question. What is it worth to you to be able to have that income, have that freedom from owning those properties? If somebody could give you that today, how much money would you put on the table in exchange for having those properties, for having that extra income, or whatever number it is or goal you want to achieve? Now, this is really important because for a lot of people, there is an amount, there is some kind of value that you would give for that outcome. And this is a very important question, because think about this. When you buy a investment property, for example, you will happily spend 1 to 2k on solicitor legal fees. You'll pay probably £5,000 in stamp duty, £500 on a broker, maybe £500 on a surveyor, and so on and so on. Yet, when I ask people what value they will put on actually getting them there, a lot of people seem reluctant to part with money to actually get them to their goal. Now, I find this really hard to digest because, as I said at the start, so many people message me on a daily basis wanting help to get started with property, yet they're not willing to make a small sacrifice, they're not willing to put in anything extra than they're already doing. They're not willing to pay a price to get to where they want to be. And this is where 95% of people fuck up, because they will gladly pay the 5k on stamp duty, they'll gladly pay the £2,000 to a solicitor for every property that they buy. Yet they're not prepared to pay 5k, 3k or whatever to get them from where they are now to where they want to be. Then in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months time, they wonder why they're still stuck in exactly the same place. I find it quite mind-boggling the amount of people that I speak to that are in a very good position to invest in property. They've reached out because they want some help. They know where they want to go and where they want to be in terms of property, whether that be owning 10 of them, giving them an extra 3k a month, having a pension pot, retiring, supplementing their current income. They all seem to know where they want to go, and they know that there are all these costs involved in buying property, yet they're still reluctant to pay somebody who can provide all of the knowledge, who can provide all of the guidance to actually get them to where they want to be. Now I hope this is starting to make sense and you can see where I'm coming from and why I'm putting this video together to try and give people that kick up the arse to get started. One thing that I have found in the last 12, 18 months since I've been doing my Instagram stuff and my YouTube stuff and offering to help people with the property investing is those that commit, those that are willing to offer monetary value for knowledge, guidance, for one-on-one help that will get them to multiple properties. Those are the ones that actually take action right away because they feel that they're holding themselves accountable. They feel that they've then already committed. Therefore, they have to follow through and do it. Whereas all of those people that message me wanting the help, but they never actually commit, they're the ones that always remain stuck. And it's no coincidence why. So, if you've got this far in the video and you kind of agree with what I'm saying, then here's the next steps. Here's what I'd recommend you do. So firstly, make sure that you have a plan. Make sure you have a goal. As I said earlier, whether that be a number of properties, the amount of income you want to make from property investing, just make sure you have a clear plan of where you want to go. Then educate yourself. Get as much knowledge as you possibly can. There's literally no excuse. It's out there everywhere, all over YouTube, all over social media. You can go check out my stuff, somebody else's stuff, whatever it may be. Then go out and seek a mentor, somebody that's already done what you want to do. I'm not saying this has to be me. You can be whoever you like, somebody that you can relate to, somebody that's got the same goals as you has, somebody that's achieved the kind of things that you're looking to achieve. Now you go and seek that person out, work with them, do what they say, be committed, take action, and you've got probably 100% more chance of succeeding than if you didn't. Or you've definitely got a 100% chance of succeeding than those that don't take any action, those that don't seek out those people. Now I'm trying to get across the point in this video without coming across as trying to push my program or whatever. As I said before, if you want to get started in property and you're feeling stuck, go and find somebody that's already done it. Go and find somebody that you can relate to. If you feel that you do relate to me, great. Happily jump on a quick call with you, or I can give you some more information. There's links below in the description. Feel free to go and click them and find out a little bit more about how I can help you to get started. If you don't relate to me, that's absolutely fine. You can find somebody else. As I said, I'm not here to push what I offer. I've created this video because I'm getting a bit frustrated of seeing so many people every day wanting help, wanting to get started because they feel stuck with property investing, yet they don't do anything about it. So to me, that's really frustrating when everything that you could possibly need is here on a plate. It's just down to you to take action. And as I said before, what is it worth to you to go from where you are now to owning multiple buy-to-let properties or service accommodation or HMOs, whatever strategy you feel is right for you. And if you're sitting there thinking, I'm not paying anything, I'm not paying for anybody's advice, that's absolutely fair enough. You go out and do it alone and I'll wish you all the best. That's absolutely fine. But I'm just saying from my experience, those that try to do that never succeed or they never even get started. Now I've helped a ton of people since I've been doing this. Many of them have gone on to own multiple properties. Many of them have gone on to increase their income to give them more freedom. And all this started because they took action. They took that first step. they were willing to sacrifice some monetary value for all of the knowledge and education to actually get them there. And this is far, far more important than, you know, the stamp duty and the solicitor's fees and the broker fees, because that initial commitment of paying somebody is probably one of the most important things you'll ever do. Now, that's probably enough of me waffling on about mentorship and not what you should do to get started. The only reason I'm doing that is because I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about property and helping people to achieve the things they want to achieve in property. If you've got this far in the video, then you must be slightly interested. So as I said before, go to the description below, click on the link, you'll be able to find out more. And then if you want to jump on a quick chat call with me to see how I can possibly help you get started, then that'll be great.